Hey there, neighbor! Every now and then, a game will come along that's so popular that other companies will attempt to cash in by quickly releasing a similar game. Now, this is nothing new. This has been going on since friggin' Pong. But one of the most popular games to rip off has got to be Street Fighter 2. Rip-offs were everywhere, and I'm going to talk about one of them today. Fighting Masters for the Sega Genesis. So first, I want to apologize for what is likely to be a very profanity-heavy episode. Why? Because this is a huge piece of shit. Seriously. Just looking at it now, I want to piss all over it. While it's in my hand. I am willing to get pee all over my hand if it means getting more pee on this game. That's how bad this is. Fighting Masters came out in 1992. And I just love how the box promises free Fighting Masters collector's cards. Oh goody, now I can trade them with absolutely no one because I was the only idiot who owned this game. Let's start with the title screen, which gets hit by lightning 13 times for apparently no reason other than the 5-year-olds making it thought it was cool. Then the character select screen, where all the characters have 2 frames of animation. Let's see, there's a robot, a rock man, a dragon. Why don't we start with the human? At least I think he's supposed to be human, even though he's 57 feet tall and 2,200 pounds. I'd ask what the hell is going on here, but you and I will both be better off if I refuse to care. After that, we get treated to a story screen with the most beautiful music you will ever hear. Advil, take me away. So, according to the story, or at least what bit of it I can manage to read between mindless bouts of music-induced rage, is that a sun's about to go nova, and it will kill off 12 races of sentient beings. But an omnipotent race, known as the Primaries, is willing to save one of them, and they will determine which one by having a tournament between each race's best fighters. So, unless they've changed the meaning of the word omnipotent, that means that the Primaries could save all 12 races. Or stop the sun from going nova. Which means that this tournament bullshit is just the Primaries going, "Dance! Dance for my amusement! Ha ha ha!" So you finally get into the game, only to find that the fighting engine is hilariously misnamed. It's not an engine, and there's barely any fighting. You have 2 ground attacks, 1 standing, 1 crouching, and 2 jump attacks, all of which rarely do any damage. You also have 3 grab and throw moves, which are the only ones that can do any real damage. So you have a grand total of 7 offensive options available to you at any time. The best part? All of them are done using only the B and C buttons on the Genesis controller. So at no point did it occur to the development team, which I'm assuming consisted of a crackhead and his pet weasel, that the fact that one of the buttons goes entirely unused might indicate that they should include more moves. So your entire strategy is to maneuver your opponent, usually by stunning them with a regular attack into a situation where you can throw them, preferably against a wall for a little extra damage. That's it. That's all the strategy you'll ever need. That is, of course, if you're ever feeling the need to actually play this gargantuan pile of pig shit. I'd like to point out that this is not just me not knowing how to play the game. Nobody else knows either. I went to GameFAQs.com, found one FAQ, clicked on it, and this is what it said. And if you can believe it, it actually gets worse. Around the time you reach the rock guy, the game's AI, as stupid as it was, suddenly starts cheating. The computer will get in multiple throws in a row, and you'll have no defense against it whatsoever. You can't block, and you can't get away. Anyway, it's around here that I keep losing. I'd keep going, maybe even do some cheating myself to try and show you folks the ending, but if it's anything like the rest of the game, then it's not worth the effort. The characters are unbalanced, the collision boxes are screwed, the graphics are sad, the music is terrible, and the fighting's not fun at all! This is just a massively glorious fail all the way around! But you know what I remember most about this game? That strange obligation I had to beat it. I think gamers everywhere have had this kind of experience, where you somehow wind up owning a terrible game, and because you or someone you care about paid money for it, you feel like you have to play it. Because even though I hated the game, and I knew it was a complete piece of crap, I forced myself to keep trying to beat it anyway. As I recall, it took at least a month, but I did it. And then I never played it again. Until now, of course. Of course, the good news is, now that I've done this save file, I never have to play it again! Goodbye, you shit-covered monkey-fucking bag of dicks! That's gotta hurt. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Oh, and if you have a game that you hated, but you forced yourself to beat it anyway, leave a story about it in the comments section. I love reading stuff like that. In the meanwhile, I've got some more memories to make.